Tonight on the DNVR pregame show, we are coming to you from the very hotel where we had the first ever the DNVR pregame show. Let's recapture those 2023 TCU vibes right
Nation.
Let's go!
You Squad Pod! Coming to you live from a sacred, magical, incredible site. It's DNVR, the DNVR pregame show. Presented by our friends over at Coors Light and Game Time. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Download the Game Time app. Use promo code BUFFS. Use the code BUFFS, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase. Gentlemen, we are back in a very special, incredible place where it all really began. How are we feeling?
I feel like we are the key to victory.
We are.
This is the start
of
the first domino falling in the Mojo train. The Mojo started here 2 years ago with us doing a show together, and we were 21-point dogs and run the game.
23 and a half.
23 and a half, even better / worse. And we won the game because it started with us, and it's going to start with us tonight.
Man, you know how to speak to my heart right there. When you make me feel like I can have an impact in the game, that's how you get me into the right place.
It's Mojo time.
It is Mojo time. I feel great.
First time here, Scotty. How do you feel?
Marvelous.
Do you feel the vibes?
I feel blessed, bro, because y'all were already doing such a great job, and just for me to just be in this seat right now next to y'all, bro, I just feel so blessed.
You earned it.
Real spill, and I'm hoping I can maybe contribute to a dub tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just something special about the Colorado Buffaloes. I feel like being in this city,
Fort Worth, Texas.
Scotty, let me give you your flowers, brother. And I'm going to give you your flowers for a region and a team that I know you know well, and you'll get the history of it.
Okay.
You set the stage with your comments there.
Yeah.
You are our Ron Harper.
Yeah.
You joined the Bulls. Don't leave me hanging, bro. Not live.
My fault.
Because you had game out there on the West Coast.
Yeah.
We needed somebody. We needed another piece. And here comes Ron Harper.
Let's go.
Ron Harper was integral.
Look, dude, they sleep on
to
him,
that
man.
run. They really was. The only reason I laugh is because if my dad is watching right now, and I know he is, I know he's laughing his ass off because he always used to have some jokes to say about Ron Harper, and I know you know why.
Oh yeah,
but Ron Harper. Nonetheless, though, Ron Harper, absolute dog.
Yeah.
Great addition to a dynasty, right? Like it's the same thing. Like the Bulls would have been just fine without him, but adding him kind of just added another dimension.
It went greater.
I very much appreciate that.
Ron Harper, Scotty.
If he's Ron Harper, I'm Ron Washington.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
What Ron are you, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I love that.
That's not Ron.
We're
going to go ahead.
I was about to say, I think they can tell the boys are back in town.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. That's the good one. Hey, Ron.
I think we have a special guest ready to join the show.
No, I don't think so.
Not just yet. Oh, well.
Oh, we do?
We do?
Oh, you want to talk about Mojo?
Are you ready? Can we bring him on? Bring him on right now. This is my guy. And he, he brought the fire in 2023. Coach Tim Brewster rejoining the show, man. Is he here?
Can you hear us, Coach?
Coach, are you there?
I'm here. Are
Soon
we
enough.
good?
What a guy.
By the way, I believe the original guest on the first, I think he was the first guest on the first ever DNVR pregame show.
He was indeed.
That's a full circle moment if I ever heard one.
I see him on here, but we can't hear him.
Okay, what am I doing wrong?
I can hear
Coach,
him.
Coach, we got you. What's up, man?
You got me?
Yes, sir.
Let's make sure this thing is lit now. Let's go.
Turn us up, Coach.
Let's go.
Turn us up.
Hey, it's a big night in Fort Worth, and it's going to be a big day for the Buffaloes tomorrow. Watch this.
Yes. Coach, it is so great to have you. For those of you who can't see them, which I think is all three of you, Coach has his Buffs hat on right now.
Damn right
in
he
the
does.
squad. Coach, I'll never forget you coming on the show from this exact hotel, just one floor below where we are right now, and delivering, you were basically giving us a speech on why we should believe in what was about to happen with this team on that field. So I'm just curious if you could take us back to like that night before the game, a Friday night, leading into that game against TCU, the first game of the Coach Prime era.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, guys. It was palpable. You like that word right there?
Yes, sir.
It was palpable in that team, and you guys all know when it's time for Brew to bring the noise, to bring it in the team meeting, Coach Brew brings it. Okay, and I was so fired up that night, and I called it Resurrection Saturday. Resurrection Saturday. It was the day in which the Colorado Buffs were going to reclaim their rightful place where it needed to be in college football. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. I don't know that I've ever was ever so excited in my career, so fired up about a game. We were so prepared. Coach Prime did a masterful job at preparing the football team to go play a game in which everybody in the world thought we were fixing to lose. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the world thought the Buffs was going to get their butt whooped down over there in Fort Worth by TCU. And you know what? We had a whole nother plan. We had a whole nother plan in place. And like I said, guys, the commitment from that group of Colorado Buffs, the commitment from that coaching staff was off the chain. Okay, when I went to bed that night, there was zero doubt in my mind that we were going to wake up and we were going to go take this thing over and we were going to go win this game. And you know, that's exactly what they did. But most importantly, it was a group of players that made a decision. The decision's been made. We're going to win this football game. We're going to win this football. This decision was made earlier in the week before we left Boulder. You know, and when we went to Fort Worth, we absolutely knew that this was our game. This was going to be a Colorado Buffs game. And fellas, you know, it couldn't have, you know, like I said, Shedeur Sanders. I mean, holy cow. I mean, you know, this guy goes 38 for 47 for 510 and 4 tutties for one Edwards. You know, you talk about turning a young boy, you know, turning a young cat loose. Coach Prime turned a young cat loose. 5 catches, 135, 3 touchdowns. I mean, had a touchdown rushing. I mean, it was just a masterful performance by the Colorado Buffs and a masterful performance by the coaching staff. The coaching staff just was absolutely outstanding in getting ready to play that game. And I just got the same sense, fellas. I got the same sense about what's going to go down tomorrow. I just feel like this, you know, I mean, hey, Colorado's played a couple of games, had a couple of L's. That's all fine and good. But I'm going to tell you one thing. In a big game, I'm talking about in a big game like this, I feel awful good about the chances of the Colorado Buffs in this game, guys. I really do.
This is your man, Neely.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, my brother, another.
Coach Brew, I got to ask you something. I want to set the stage for it, though. Everybody knows Beyonce. She's a legend.
Yeah.
But she says when she gets ready to take that stage, she becomes Sasha Fierce. Coach, I've seen you at Jackson State in team meetings. I saw you at Colorado in team meetings. And I see Tim Brewster eating dinner. But right before he speaks to the team, he becomes Coach Brew. What do you do to flip that switch? Where does it come from? What did you call on? Where do you draw it from?
You know, Neely, I love you, man, and I miss you. That's what you need to know. I love you, and I miss you. And the times we had in Jackson were real. The times we had in Boulder were real. And, buddy, listen, I love what I do, okay? And when Coach Prime says, Brew, I need you. It's your time. Go get this thing. Let's go get these boys fired up. it just becomes something so natural to me, so easy to me because of how much love I got for the game, how much passion I got for the game, how much passion I got for my team winning. Okay, my team, our team winning. That's what I'm talking. There ain't no other way to go. It's about winning, and Neely, walking them lines. Me and you, brother, walking them lines before every practice, before every game, and touching each and every guy, making every guy feel, the passion that we feel about doing this thing, man, and doing it the right way. And the only right way is winning, and so I become somebody different, man. I really do.
I love it.
I love it, Coach.
Different when
There
I'm
are
on
a
the
handful
field.
of guys on this team who were on the team from 2023. Just what would you tell them to kind of help channel their inner brew to get the team hyped for tomorrow?
Listen, man, they just need to know this. The decision has been already been made. The decision's been made, okay? And I want to know this. Who's going to strike the match? Neely? Who's going to strike the match? Who's going to freaking set this thing on fire right out the gate? And like I said, there ain't this ain't no place for the weak. It's no place for the timid, okay? This is for real dudes. This battle, this war that we're walking into tomorrow, okay? No place for the weak nor the timid, man. And like I said, own it. Take it over. Own it, okay? Strike the match. Strike the match. Let's start the fire. Let's start the fire, and it's going to be a 60-minute. It's going to be a 60-minute war. It's going to be a 60-minute get down, man. And I'm going to tell you what. You know what? I mean, don't ever doubt for a second that we're gonna go win this football game. This. Shoot, I'm gonna watch every play. I'm gonna be fired up for them boys. Like I said, I love Prime. I love this whole thing. I love the whole thing. I mean, hey, some things I had to do what I got. We did what we had to do. But I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna watch a Colorado Buffalo victory tomorrow, and that's what them boys need to know. Them boys need to know that nothing else is acceptable. Okay, there ain't nothing else that's acceptable. The history, the pride, the tradition of the Colorado Buffs is at stake. Okay, you're representing every single guy that ever put on that uniform. Okay, that put on the Buffalo uniform. Okay, go represent them in the right way. Go make the world, go make everybody proud of who you are and what you're fixing to do tomorrow. I believe it, guys. I feel it in my bones.
In my bones
And I
right
feel it
now, too, Coach.
Coach, we started this show by saying we had to recapture the mojo of 2023, and we couldn't have picked a better person to say it. You kind of touched on it, but Bill McCartney said the pride and tradition of the Colorado Buffaloes will not be entrusted to the timid nor the weak.
Nope.
And I think anyone that was listening knows that when you were here, the pride and tradition of the Colorado Buffaloes was not entrusted to the timid or the weak. So, man, we can't thank you enough.
No, hey. Love you guys, man. Love
Man,
Love you, Coach
Love,
Brew.
Coach. Appreciate
Thank you,
pulling
Coach.
up.
My guy, man.
Hey,
What a legend.
Hey, Neely. Strike the match.
I got you, Coach. You're going to see a fire tomorrow.
Strike the match. Love you guys. Take care, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Love,
you,
Coach.
Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right. We're supposed to follow that up.
I don't know. I didn't know how much I needed that.
Turn up, boys.
I didn't know how much I needed that. I got to tell you guys, we're driving down to downtown Fort Worth today to the stockyards, just racking our brains. Like, what can we do? What can we do to recapture the vibes? Who can we talk to? We're going through players of phone numbers that we have and, coaches and whatever. And finally we hit Coach Brew, and we're just like, yes, that one. That's the one. Let's reach out. Let's see if we can get him.
Definitely.
And like I said, I believe he was the first coach or the first guest.
He was.
On the first DNVR pregame
was.
show. So
He delivered, bro.
that was special.
I'm
Yeah,
turned
we
up right
were
now.
set up like right by the food, just around the corner from it.
Yep, we went there last night. It was like revisiting like hollowed ground.
Yeah. Yeah, he was literally the first guest on this combined partnership for pre and post games.
I mean,
and he brought it then and he brought it now. That is domino 2 in the Mojo chain.
Let's go.
I'm saying if he was on the 2023 pregame before TCU with this energy, no wonder the Colorado Buffaloes won that damn game as 23.5-point underdogs. No wonder.
I was kind of hoping he would say it tonight, but I remember what he said that night. The hay is in the barn.
Because that's what I asked him.
Yeah.
Because he was on the show, and he's just like, he wasn't like that at all. First off, he's just like really calm, just talking to us. And I was like, Coach, it's like, you're a very fiery guy. Like, you know, what is Coach Brew like on game days? And he's like, you know, Coach Brew on game days is really calm, really reserved. Hay's in the barn. The work's been done. We just got to go out there and do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Period.
And they did.
Another guy's like that on this current staff. Warren Sapp is like that. When you see Coach Sapp's personality Sunday through Friday, that's really the last you see of it. Because Saturday he's like, ain't the coach now. We did it all week.
It's funny when you mention Sapp because when I watch him on, game days as he's out there, pregame and whatnot, it look like he finna play a damn game. You know what I'm saying? He got his headphones and he walking around pissed off. He kicking the pylons. Like, he's getting himself mentally locked in to coach these boys. And that's something that's just never going to go away if you've done it the way he's done it.
We have got to, Scotty, deep pockets. We have got to come up with the video clips of not only Sapp kicking over the pylons, which he does every week.
Every week.
Okay?
Yeah, even at home.
But at home.
Right.
But here's what Sapp doesn't know, right? Here's what Sapp doesn't know, and here's what Coach Prime doesn't know. Coach Prime, when he comes out, picks him up, and Sapp doesn't know it's Prime picking him up.
Oh, my
So he
gosh.
thinks somebody?
And so Prime doesn't know Sapp is kicking him down, and it repeats itself.
That's hilarious.
Sapp will walk back around like, oh, kicking him down. And by the time we get to the special teams part of warm-ups, Prime picks him back up. Then Sapp's like, oh.
No, that's
and they
too
have
funny.
no idea that it's each of them.
And ain't nobody going to tell him either.
That's incredible.
It would be hilarious to have a time lapse of like Sapp kicks him over, Prime picks him up. Sapp
When he
kicks him
walks
over.
out, he just starts kicking over the pylons, man.
He
I love it, man.
There honestly are two types of people in this world.
Yeah.
People who kick pylons over and people who pick pylons.
Facts. It's the classic shopping cart test.
True.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Which one are you, bro? You be putting your shopping cart back?
I always
right?
put my shopping cart away, bro.
That's
Why you
honestly
even gotta
different.
ask?
That's honestly different.
Can we take a break yet?
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends over at Common Spirit. If you need another reminder, man, go get yourself checked out. You never know what could be going on these
I hate to interrupt
days.
your ad read, but Brew just texted me. That's how fired up he is.
Let's go, man. I love that.
Miss him.
What?
Common Spirit.
Common Spirit. Shout out Common Spirit, our friends who help us make sure we are all doing well and official partners of the Denver Broncos. I mean, you got the heads up earlier this summer. If you need another one, here it is. Go get yourself checked out, man. Take care of yourself, your friends, your families. You never know what could be going on. And our friends at Common Spirit are going to make sure they take care of you no matter what's going on. Don't let an injury keep you on the bench, or even better, get proactive about your health. For more info, visit mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health, the official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Game Time. Let me see what the game's at right now over on Game Time. I would be using the Game Time app tomorrow if it weren't for our wonderful friend Erica, who decided to hook up RC and myself with some tickets to the game, because that's just the type of things that our lovely fans like Erica do for us. But if not, I would be over on Game Time because it's the absolute best place to buy tickets, especially if you're late to the game, because right now this doesn't look like a football stadium. Why is it? It's giving me the tickets
Basketball
for
stadium.
a basketball game. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I clicked the wrong thing.
They're connected over there, though.
TCU football. Here we go.
Stadiums?
You
I
can
didn't
get
know
in
that.
tomorrow on Game Time. And by the way, when you get the price on Game Time, it includes all the fees. $38. $38 to come see the Colorado Buffaloes. If you're someone in Dallas and you're a Coach Prime fan, you've been a Cowboys fan your whole life, and you're thinking, man, maybe I should go support them. Yes, you should. Take over the stadium. There's way too many tickets available. Come on down. Let's go. Get on Game Time. Use the code BUFFS. You get $20 off your first purchase, which means you can actually get that ticket for $28.
Wow.
No, sorry, $18.
The
over
math
on
is
Game
mathing.
Time.
For real,
Use the
for
code
real.
BUFFS over at Game Time. Come support this team, man. We need all of you.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
Shout out Game Time. Shout out Common Spirit.
It's time to get
Shout out to
spooky.
DNVR Buffs. Shout out to our lights.
I wanna
Shout out
see
to
what
the
this looks
sunset.
like. I want to see what that looks like. Put it under your chin.
Once upon a time
Guilty.
in Fort Worth, Texas,
Guilty.
Things are about to get
Colorado
spooky for the Horned
Buffaloes
Frogs.
Guilty.
came down here and
The
made it very
DNVR
scary.
pregame show after dark.
Ooh.
How's this
Sheesh.
lighting?
Boo!
I mean, it is Halloween season, you know what I'm saying? We may as well get with the vibes.
Hayes in the barn, you know.
Facts.
Bro, I ain't
The
gonna
show
lie.
has been started.
I expected Coach Brew to bring it. He brought it, bro.
That's just him.
That's
him.
Nearly, that was a hell of a question to get in his mind a little bit about how he turned
I don't know how he
from
does it, man.
Tim Brewster to Coach Brew.
Dude, this is like real shit. I've been standing next to him leaning against the wall, right? And we're just like, hey, man, how's it going? Oh, man, that steak was pretty good tonight, wasn't it? All right, showtime. Get up! What the? Like, how do you do that?
Watch this. Now watch this drive.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
What a
man.
legend.
As soon as he
Jeez.
agreed to being on here, and I was like, does he know it's a CU podcast? He's like, yeah, he knows us. He knows what's up. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, man. Like he said on there, people have to make decisions in life.
Yeah, for sure.
That Charlotte area is home for him, and
He became an interim head coach.
it's like it's hard not to go home, though.
Yeah.
For real.
You know.
Definitely. And I mean, the coaching world is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how these guys do it. I honestly have a lot of respect for them.
It's a grind, man.
Because coaching and the world that it entails and the criticism that you entail and the fact that, you know, I would say most coaches in college stay somewhere for an average 2.5 years, maybe.
At best, yeah.
That's about
Maybe?
right. Yep.
So you're constantly moving around. You talk to some of these guys about the grind. I mean, I bet you Tim Brewster has some amazing stories about the early stages of his career and the grind, you know, sleeping on couches and staying in the facility till 4 or 5 a.m. I mean, it's unbelievable the work
And
that they
even
put
when
in.
it works out, it's a lot of turnover.
Yes.
You're talking
Sure.
about Oregon's coach, Landing. What was he like, the linebacker coach in Memphis like 6 years ago? Mm-hmm. And look at all the stops in between. Like it's you got to love it and want to do it.
Don't forget this man coached one of, if not the greatest tight end of all time in Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He coached Kyle Pitts at Florida, I believe, as well.
He posted a picture recently of him coaching up Tony G at the Pro Bowl. Tony Gonzalez
I'm
at
not
the Pro
surprised.
Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
He's
crazy.
a legend, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, Coach.
But that was the second domino. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Victory.
I love it, man. I'm starting to feel it. I actually am. I
Soon
really
enough.
needed that. Coach Brew just like spoke directly to my soul.
Man.
He's like that.
Like I said, I see why Colorado came out with that 5 2 years ago. I see why.
All right, Unc, what can you tell us about? Well, honestly, what I want to know about is the vibe of this team right now.
You know, man. So let me give it to you in 2 parts.
Okay.
And I'm going to start with the most recent part first. It was good to hear the guys who were on this team 2 years ago as they walked into that stadium from the locker room to the field, telling the guys who were new here about that game.
Thank God.
You know, Mata is standing there at the 50, and he's going, man, you know, right there's where Dylan went up the sideline. Okay, right there's where the student section is when they were saying Travis was nothing, and then he scored, got the interception.
Yeah.
And every time you walked around to a little pocket, it was about 4 or 5 guys who weren't here 2 years ago listening to 1 or 2 guys who were talk about that game and how they won that game.
That's awesome.
So that was today.
Yeah.
If you look back over the week, this team knows how talented it is and they could be playing better, right? That is not a talent issue. It's a team issue. It's an execution issue. I've never seen them from spring ball to now more focused on the details of the practice, because that's what derailed it, was the lack of focus on details, the lack of finishing drives, crazy penalties that you shouldn't do in that situation. You know, you got the lead, but you don't win. So they were locked in all week on details, and then to see the big eyes of the new guys, hearing these older guys tell them how they came in here as 23-point dogs and won the game.
Yeah. It was such a special time, and honestly, I hope my guy B-Bats is watching right now, because he
Shout out, Bryce.
he hit me up a couple weekends ago. We were talking on a Friday before a game, and he goes, my brain should be studied on the Friday before a game, because I believe anything is possible on the Friday before any game. And it took me all week to get here, but I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel what's at stake for this team tomorrow and what's possible for this team tomorrow. And boy, has it been a tumultuous start to the season.
Yeah.
No one wants to be 2-3 right now.
Nope.
But 3-3 sounds pretty damn good with a win over TCU.
Yeah.
And if you get there, then you kind of have a clean slate. You're back to 0-0 with 6 games left, and anything that you set out for is possible. So I'm starting to feel it, man. I'm starting to feel something in this Fort Worth air is starting to make me believe again. And isn't that what it was all about the first time?
Absolutely.
Do you believe?
Yeah, absolutely. And
just-
then the expectations of it when you do.
And kind of like it was for a lot of guys the first time around in 2023, this is going to be a homecoming for a lot of these guys on this roster, right? We saw Xavier Hill out here earlier meeting up with some family in town. There are a lot of guys on this roster with ties, if not actually literally from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and whatnot. And they're going to have family here. They're going to have loved ones here. And they're going to want to show out. And it's a great opportunity on the road against a beatable team.
Yeah.
A TCU team that is probably struggling a little bit after
They
last week.
they had a lead last week and lost it as well.
17-0.
A bigger lead.
Yeah.
Bigger lead.
In a bigger game.
Yeah, for sure.
Scotty, who was our quarterback 2 years ago?
2 years ago
Yeah.
in 2023?
Yeah.
Shador Sanders.
What area is he from?
I believe he's from the Dallas area, ain't he?
Who's our quarterback this year?
I think he's named Caden Salter.
Where's
ain't
he from?
That Dallas area. Ain't
You gotta want to perform at home, man.
it? Gots to.
Oh, yeah.
You got cousins in the stands, mama and them in the stands, people you went to high school with,
Yep.
people that love you, people that
Coaches.
doubt you, people that hate you.
Yep.
You got to want to put on for your city when you're in your city.
Not to mention that his brother, Kylan Salter, was just playing for the TCU Horned Frogs last year.
You got to want to, man.
Got to.
You got to have a little something, too. Like, there's probably a reason Kylan Salter's a Buff right now and not a TCU Horned Frog. So you got to have a little extra in the tank for that as well.
Definitely.
Great point.
100%.
I will tell you this, man. I had a great conversation last night with Coach Prime, and just checking his temp on some things, just vibing, and he likes the preparation of the offense this week, the preparation of the defense this week. He understands where we are. Like he'll tell you, look, shoulda, woulda, coulda, Georgia Tech, shoulda, woulda, coulda, BYU.
Yep.
The only game we really lost was Houston.
For sure. Of
All
course.
right, like we just lost that one. And when I look at the talent on this team and the situations in which we lost the game, 1 or 2 plays you win the game, I gotta like where we are, Neely. This is like him talking to me. And I told him, I said, Coach, I concur, because it's not a talent issue.
Exactly.
And one thing I want to say to the chat out there, the listeners, y'all can put it on me. I should have used different words, because now I know the words I should use now. I've said all spring and all summer how this was a better team than we had last year. What I should have been saying,
More
we got better
talented.
players in depth than we had last year, and we've yet to become a team. This is the game that you could become a team.
Let's
Yep.
go.
You win this one and you're 14-point dogs and you do what the other team did 2 years ago, you could run the table starting now, because you could become a team after this one.
Yeah, it's what I said a couple weeks ago. The difference between winning and losing and the conversation surrounding those are, one, it's not that much, and it's also significant. One, it's not that much in terms of the margins of winning and losing, and 2, it's significant in terms of the difference of conversations you have after you win and lose.
Yeah.
Coach Prime said it after the game last week. This team has lost 2 games to 2 teams that are now ranked by a total of, what, 6 points? 5 points? 10
Total of
points?
10 points.
I mean, that's 2 possessions.
Exactly.
These games have been in reach. This team has the talent. We've seen it by far. The first quarter last week was the latest example of it. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And what better place than here?
Absolutely. I've seen what bad teams look like, and bad teams don't put games up against those teams. There were times in both of those games that which Colorado had control of the football game.
For sure.
You go back to some of the teams that we've watched, they were never in control. And so this team actually is close. They do things well. They have moments. They have talent. They have players. They have depth. You talked about they need to become a team. And I also think, again, coming back to Fort Worth, where this is a theme, they need to believe. They need to believe. It's such a big part of everything. The Broncos are playing the Eagles this week, and I was just telling, the Broncos have a struggle winning close games at the end of the game.
Yep.
The Eagles somehow find a way to win every
Thrive
week.
in those
And I said it's because when they get into those situations, they say, we got this. We've done this a million times. Jalen Hurts is going to make a big play. Devontae Smith is going to make a big play. Zach Bond's going to make a big play. That's belief.
Yep.
And it's really hard to get there when you aren't doing it. But if you can get over that hump and just say, like, you know what, I believe that Caden Salter is going to go out there and make a big throw on this third down. Yeah. I believe that I can impact this team by doing my job. I believe that every guy next to me is going to do their part to win this football game. That is going to help you to become a team and to get over this hump and take it to the next step.
Love that.
And you mentioned, this team is close. You know who else believes this team is close? TCU head coach Sonny Dykes. He said that this week. Yep. He said that this is a Colorado team, watching him on film, that is on the verge of a breakout, a breakthrough, so to speak. And you mentioned the Georgia Tech loss, by 7 points. The BYU lost by 3 points, a total of 10 points between those two losses against top 25 teams. I think both of those teams are better than this TCU team that Colorado is going to line up against.
More complete
tomorrow night. More complete for sure, more experienced. And all it takes is one. And I think really this is just a team trying to figure out how to win these close games, right? They know how to beat a team that they're certainly superior than in terms of talent, but it takes just a different type of fortitude to beat a team that might be on your level a little bit or maybe even be above your level a little bit. Shedeur Sanders knew how to do it. Travis Hunter knew how to do it. And this team, this group, I think is just figuring out, because they can play. You mentioned the talent is there. I think they're just trying to figure out how to play a full 4 quarters, how to finish a game. And like I said, all it takes is one. They finish a game tomorrow, like you said, it could potentially lead to them running the table the rest of the way. And that's, like I said, it just starts with one. It starts with getting tomorrow playing a complete game, and that's what we all got to see.
On that front, though, like, not only did those guys know how to win those games, they fully expected to.
Definitely.
And, I'll never forget the video that came out of Shiloh on the field before the Oregon game. And he is talking his mess. Yeah. And he said, y'all are about to get smacked in the mouth, and I'll smack you, and I'll smack your coach too. And everyone wanted to make that into a bad thing. But me, the Colorado fan, even after they got their asses kicked, loved it. Why? Because you can't get there unless you believe that you're going to get there. Yeah. And despite the fact that Colorado was severely undermanned in that game, Shiloh Sanders actually thought they were going to go out and kick their ass. And I love that about him.
One of the funniest things about that timeline was mid-third quarter on the bench, I got the camera on Shiloh, and he looks into my camera and goes, that escalated quickly.
He said, damn. Well, damn. That got out of hand.
But you need that as a football team.
You got to have it, man. Like, I don't understand why people are turned off about it. Like, well, the alternative is to speak loss on yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like, why would you want a teammate, quarterback, leader to talk in those terms?
When I was in college, and by the way, the team was so much worse when I was in college. But I'll remember I got invited to a party by a football player the night that they were playing Oregon. And in the invite, it said, like, hey, after we get our asses beat by Oregon, come over to the crib, blah, blah, blah.
Come on.
And I just remember telling him, like, bro, and John Embry was the coach at the time, a proud Buff. And I just said, like, bro, if he ever saw this, it would break his heart. That you're sending it in before they even play. And by the way, we lost like 48-2.
But the world acts like you're supposed to act like that.
Yes. No, you're not, man. You can't get there if you don't believe that you can get there.
Yeah,
totally.
Absolutely.
Let's take our next break.
I bet you won't. No, you're going to do it. Go ahead.
You can if you want.
No, you got it, man.
Shout out.
I like hearing you read.
Yes, exactly.
To the friends over at Coors Light. I may or may not have had a few Coors Lights tonight.
Uh-oh.
But that's because I'm just enjoying the vibes, enjoying Fort Worth.
Hell yeah.
I love that for you, brother.
Thanks, man. You want to share how many you've had?
0.
That's what I was looking
Coors
at.
Light.
Oh, man. Come hang out with us. We're going to be tailgating out
That
here.
escalated quickly.
Same thing happened last night, too. Coming up with us at the Buffs Bash or whatever tailgate we're going to out here, we're going to have plenty of Coors Light. Go hang out at the DNVR bar. If you're back home, there's going to be tons of Buffs fans. The last time the Buffs played TCU, the bar was the place to be in the city. No joke.
Yeah,
What a spot.
I mean, the videos coming out from that night.
They actually brought me to tears.
Yeah, I mean, they were absolutely legendary.
Yep.
But shout out to everyone who's drinking Coors Lights. Go hang out at the DNVR bar, and we'll see you tomorrow if you're out here at TCU. Remember to drink responsibly. Make the most out of times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get it delivered straight to your door when you visit CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer.
And shout out to the squad, our good friends over at Taco Bell, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. If y'all haven't tried Taco Bell's new Cantina chicken menu, boy, are you in for a treat. Taco Bell has launched a new era of chicken, and it's not your papa's old poultry, man. The Cantina chicken menu, they've used a new flavorful chicken that is slow roasted. It's perfectly seasoned with Mexican spices, garlic, onions, a variety of chilies. Additional premium ingredients include that shredded purple cabbage, that white corn tortilla shells, freshly fried in the pico de gallo that's freshly prepared every day. So try this amazing shredded chicken in a crispy white corn tortilla with cheese inside and on the outside. It's wrapped in a burrito with that fresh purple cabbage and pico I mentioned inside the Cantina chicken quesadilla. It's an unforgettable meal. So however you like it, you'll just never see chicken the same way, my boy. So get yours today at your nearest Taco Bell, and don't forget to add on that $7 Buffs box of 4 Taco Bell classics in a large drink in a CU Buff Player collectible cup. Taco Bell, coolest part here, the proud sponsor of CU Athletics, and they will be donating $1,000 to the Golden Buffalo Scholarship Foundation this season for every CU touchdown scored. We're already up to 17 touchdowns so far this year. That number is going to increase tomorrow. But shout out to Taco Bell, man. Buffs love the bell.
Speaking of Taco Bell, man, I want you guys to know how much I love this show, respect this show. I was invited today by our great friends over at Taco Bell to go play one of the best golf courses in Texas, and I said, sorry guys, I gotta stay back with the squad. We got some work to do. We gotta do the show later.
Love. Real mature of you, bro.
Yeah.
I respect it.
And I was like, I know how it's about to get out there on the golf course. I'm going to be responsible today and do the show, do my job with my people. So shout out to Taco Bell for the very, very gracious invite. But shout out to you guys because I chose you.
Shout out to you too, man.
Means a lot, brother. I was encouraging to go. I ain't gonna lie.
Scotty and RC were like, bro, what are you talking about?
Just go. But no, I respect it. Hell yeah.
We'll do prime players here in a second. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, we're ready. Ready to do prime players?
Yeah.
Well, Unc and I picked the exact same slate. So
all three?
All three.
Trifecta.
All 3 for 3.
I see y'all.
That's
so
real cute.
I'm gonna. I'll start us off here. Not to do it again to you like I did last week, but God damn it, feed Michael Welch. Give him the football. 15 plus times. He has to.
15 feels low.
He's the best back on this team, man. He's a bowling ball. He's got the best vision. He just constantly picks up yardage. Man, feed this guy. He can be the engine that delivers you many, many wins if you do that. Please, whatever happens in the first half, just Control-C, Control-V, copy-paste. Give it. If he gets 8 carries in the first half, give him 8 carries in the second half. I don't care. You got to get him as many carries as you possibly can.
I love your computer lingo, and I love that we have the same slate. I'm not going to belabor it long, but a lot of times my slate is based off not what I necessarily think is going to happen, what I know needs to happen. And one of the things we got to do to be successful tomorrow is keep their quarterback on the bench.
Yep.
You do that with sustained drives. You sustain drive by running the ball. That's why I go with Michael Welch.
I think y'all are very much spot on. You got to keep TCU on the sideline. You got to run the football, and that's why I think Caden Salter's legs are going to be integral to this game tomorrow, and that's why he's my offensive player of the game. I think Caden Salter has to have a big game for this team to win. Josh Hoover is a good quarterback, and not that Caden has to outplay him necessarily, but he has to at least play up to his level and keep Colorado's offense on the football field for extended drives, be great on third down, and again, just use your legs, utilize your athleticism, keep TCU's defense on their toes, keep them guessing. I think Caden Salter has a big day, so he's my pick.
Real quick on Caden, I feel like it's been underrated discussing what his ability does for the running game. And, I think that there's maybe like a narrative out there that like this team can run the ball really well with or without Caden. We only have one piece of evidence, and they didn't do it.
Correct.
I really like what Caden brings to the running game.
For sure.
Even just as a threat. It doesn't have to be his actual legs. It's just the threat of that linebacker, that edge player on the backside having to watch for a second to make sure who has the ball. That just gives that extra second for the running game to open up. So I want to make sure that when people are giving credit to the running game, they're including Caden because I think he's a big part of it. I chose a different quarterback. Traylon Miller.
Hell yeah.
The Wildcat quarterback. And I have been banging the table for 2 years to get Draylen Miller the ball. Maybe not 2 full calendar years, but the second that he became a Colorado Buffalo, I was banging the table for him to be in the Wildcat position. It's just so perfectly suited for him because he's such a menace with the ball in his hands. So remove all the decorum. Snap the ball directly to him and just let him go be a menace.
Let him rock out.
So I think that he's going to have a big game in that regard. I think that he's going to have a big game receiving the ball in handoffs, and I think he's going to have a big game receiving the ball out of the backfield as well. Draylen Miller, I think, is one of the main keys to this team winning this football game tomorrow. You know, you talked about 15 touches for Micah. I would happily take 15 more for Draylen.
They got to feature him tomorrow.
Yeah,
they
it's got to happen, man. Just the athlete that he is. And I tell you what happened in the 2 years since you're talking about. You have now this extra crowded wide receiver room.
Right.
And let's just be frank about it. You've also had some opportunities where Draylon dropped a couple passes.
Of course.
So here's what I'm thinking, Scotty, RK, Jake. You're probably not going to drop a direct snap it like you do a 20-yard pass.
No.
Either way, I'm getting you the ball.
Exactly.
All right? And so when you get him the ball, he can make things happen with it. I'm looking forward to that as well, man, because, again, that is another indicator of controlling the game clock, keeping their offense on the bench.
Well, tell the people about our pick for defensive player of the game.
Well, I tell you what, we as you said, we matched again, but let me tell you why I picked them. Because they got a quarterback that likes to drop back and throw. Somebody's got to get a hat on him, and I'm going with Arden Walker. I'm going with a guy who's been a ringleader on their defense during this offseason. If he has a big game, we win the game. If he pressures that quarterback, if he gets that guy down, we have a big game. I picked Arden Walker for pregame defensive player.
I picked him partially because of the fact that he's one of the leaders on this team, and he was here the last time this team did this.
Yep.
I hope he steps up in that regard. And, you know, as you were talking about the stories on the field just a few hours ago, I hope he was doing that. But
he was one of the ones.
It's time for him to get after the quarterback too, man. I mean, he's been so close the last 3 years here at Colorado. Yeah. It's time for him to just get home, and I think he can do it in this game. You know, Josh Hoover again last week, he was sacked 6 times, I believe. I firmly believe that Arden Walker can formally break out tonight, or tomorrow night, I should say, and really create some havoc for this team.
Well said. That's a great pick by both of you guys. I am going to go with surprise, a defensive player here for my defensive player game. Now let me stop. But I'm going with Reggie Hughes. Face ring. I think he has really come into his own as kind of a vocal leader on that defense. Is something that they're really looking for in addition to guys like Tawfiq Byard and maybe Amari McNeil up front. As good as TCU's quarterback Josh Hoover and their receivers and their passing game is, Kavorian Barnes looks like he is going to return for TCU. Their top running back has missed the last 2 weeks, and if he is back, we heard TCU head coach this week, Sonny Dykes, say that they want to run the ball 30, 35 times. And if that's the case, and the Kavorian Barnes is getting the majority of those reps, it's going to be imperative for the second level of this Colorado defense to make sure that Kavorian Barnes doesn't take over this game and allow for easy opportunities in the pass game behind it. So give me Reggie Hughes to have close to a double-digit tackle game and be my defensive player of the game.
I'm never going to argue against somebody from Mississippi. So
Can't do it. Can't do that.
Nope.
I love, Sonny Dykes can talk all he wants about wanting to run the ball.
You said we know who he is.
Exactly. I know exactly who he is. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a guy who wants to air it out.
Yeah.
I watched this guy coach a Cal team with Jared Goff against a Colorado team with Cepho Lufau into a double overtime. I think it went to more than 2 overtime, maybe 4 or 5. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But they were throwing that thing. I think Jared Goff threw 7 touchdown passes in the game. Wow. Cepho threw 6. This guy likes to air it out. That's who he is. Josh Hoover, he likes to air it out. That's who he is.
Yep.
We've seen quarterbacks who RPOs or Ps.
Yeah,
that's
P's.
Josh Hoover.
Yeah.
So that's okay. But when you face a team that throws the ball this much, there's 2 words that I think about a lot: tips and overthrows.
Got to have
tips
those.
And overthrows. And Trevor Woods did it against this team back in 2023 in the end zone on a tip or on an overthrow. And I think Carter Stoutmire is going to do it again.
And I guarantee you that when Carter does it, he's not going to kick the ball in the stands. He's going to kick the ball because Carter's a Dallas area kid as well. Another indicator, have a big game at home, brother.
Yeah, exactly. I got big hopes for what Carter can do tomorrow, and I think he's going to get his hands on one.
I love it.
I'll introduce our pick for dark horse.
Y'all really went 3 for 3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We didn't talk.
No,
sure
not
did.
at
Yeah,
all.
I can vouch. Yeah, y'all
They
did.
never talk.
Yeah.
So, please. 2 years ago, there was a true freshman on this team who made a fantastic impact.
Yeah.
In Dylan Edwards. I don't know if Quentin Gibson's going to have quite that impact, but it's only a matter of time before he breaks one. What better time than tomorrow? I mean, you're going to need to steal possessions. You're going to need quick scores to put pressure on this team. And I think that it's about time that Quentin Gibson formally breaks out. I mean, let's not forget, he's also from Texas as well.
I was about to ask you that.
Show is.
Also from Texas. This is a homecoming for him as well. So give me Q for 6, and I'll call it. First return touchdown of the season for him tomorrow.
I ain't got to beat that dead horse long, but when I watch the film of our special teams, he's a half a person doing their job from taking one to the house. I got to believe in his home state, back in his home area, where he made his name as Texas' best receiver in high school.
Best player.
He's going to do it in special teams tomorrow. Q for 6 is going to get 6.
Hell yeah.
National Player of the Year.
What a country.
What a country.
36 receiving touchdowns, man. It's just really unheard
And
of.
the guys
I can't
like
wait
that.
to.
And the guys like that tall.
Yep. And don't play like it, though.
No.
Play like he's 6'3", 215.
Stick of dynamite.
For real, for real.
I believe that only one person ever on this show has picked a special teams player for their dark horse. It was Unk. He picked Mata.
I did.
I picked one last week.
He did. Buck.
I picked Buck.
Why'd you pick? Oh, okay. 2 people ever have picked a special teams player, but no one's ever picked a punter. Give me New Mate as my dark horse for this game for 2 reasons. 1, I have it. If you're going to win a game like this, you got to win field position. You got to make Josh Hoover's back be up against the wall, make him speed up his processor a little bit, and that might force him into making a mistake, like throwing the ball to Carter Stoutmeyer. 2, if there's ever a time for a fake, it's on the road with your back up against the wall, 2 and 3, as a 14-point dog.
And he's an athlete.
Pull it out. I have no inside information. I'm just guessing. But give me New Mate.
Hell yeah.
Demon Graves.
Heisman him.
Yeah, he is an athlete, man.
These are 2 crazy opportunities to clip this for both of you guys. If Q really curves a punt tomorrow, you got to clip that and be like,
RC's
that's
probably going to clip it.
I mean, it's already out.
Post it before it
It's
even
already out.
happens.
Yeah, it's already
just
out.
so in case it doesn't happen, so we get dragged.
He's not even listening right now. What's up, brother?
dead. Unk and Jake, you guys both picked a true freshman for your dark horse, your sleeper, and I'm vibing with that as well. I don't know if y'all seen this injury report for Colorado, but it's pretty lengthy.
Yep.
Particularly on that defensive line. We got Sammy Okololo is still out. Tavian Coleman is out. Tawfiq Thomas, Gary Reveal-Lightfoot is out. BDS is questionable, and so is Alexander McPherson. And you know who we heard from on the podium this week, Jake, Unk? Y'all remember?
I do.
London Merritt.
London!
The true freshman dog.
Yeah.
London Merritt.
Good pick.
I think
Good pick.
he gets some real pressure on Josh Hoover tomorrow. Potentially even a sack. Potentially even maybe a sack and a half, maybe even 2 sacks. I think London Merritt breaks out tomorrow in a game where this team really needs him, and they're counting on him. And whenever they've given opportunities, he's made the most of them. Give me London Merritt for a big game. He's my sleeper.
I hate to say this because I don't mean it's a problem. I'm just saying sometimes it can be a problem. Sometimes when you got a lot of depth and you're rotating a lot, it can actually hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the individual guy getting in his rhythm, staying in his rhythm, and getting off.
For sure.
Makes sense.
One thing this injury report does for us, the guys that are going to go out there got to stay out there longer.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's going to help a London Merritt, not hurt him.
I agree with you.
I love your pick there, man.
I agree with you.
Let's go. All right, there you go. It's prime players for week. We're in week 6.
Wow.
So
week
unfair.
6.
There's only 12, bro.
It's so unfair.
Only 12 games.
Hopefully
and we in week
13.
6. True.
Let's hope.
12 regular season games, I guess,
Yep.
yeah.
Any final thoughts before we go to Super Chats?
There was a question that – oh, go ahead, on.
One log I want to throw in the fire, man, that's not a player. It's a circumstance. And I'm almost willing to go out here on this limb, RK, and say it's the absolute key to the game for us.
Okay.
We're facing a team on their field that is in the top 10 in converting third downs in the nation. If we can get them
90+%
if
they're
we,
great on third down.
Oh my God. If we can get them in that 60, 50 fit. Like we when you talk about the London Merits and you talk about the face range and you talk about we got to get these guys off the field on third down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was thinking of red zone.
I think they're like 65.
57. Second in the Big 12.
If we
Very
if
early.
we, if we get
yeah,
them,
90 is crazy. I was thinking of red zone. That's my bad.
if we can get them from that 60 range down to that 45, 50 range,
Yep.
man, that's going to bode so well for us. Like third down, when we get to the end of this game, if we can knock that third domino over of dropping them statistically on third down, we win the game.
No doubt. Get some turnovers too, man. It's what won you the game last year, 2 years ago. Turnovers, the Trevor Woods pick, and then, of course, the ridiculous Travis one. You got to turn the ball over.
Houston's 5th in the conference at 44%.
Yeah, they're a good football team.
No, they aren't. If you can get them below that, I think you got a great. Like, if you can get them to go 4 for 10,
yes,
you got a really good chance.
Third down, watch third. If you don't watch any other plays, watch third down tomorrow.
And that's just I really don't know why they're good, because even last week when after going up 17-0, they didn't really do much offensively. I think they were still like 5 of 12 on third down, which is a really solid percentage. But I completely agree with you, Unc. I actually wrote about that in my preview this week on DNVR.com. Like, third down and in the red zone are going to be very big indicators for this game in terms of who wins it.
Yep.
By the way, BYU is only allowing their opponents to convert third down at 24%.
That's insane.
I mean, they played one real team.
That's also true.
That's also true.
Shout out to Faith. Shout out to the Bahamas, man.
Squad.
Appreciate it.
We were talking about the Bahamas last night.
We were. All right, Super Chats.
Get them, Jake.
Let's get after it.
You can pretty much talk about everything when you're at the airport together for 12 hours.
No, for real.
I was going to ask how the Bahamas come up. Like, how did
Everything comes up. Everything comes up.
All right, this is our guy Ben over at DLLS. He says, welcome to Funky Town. Go enjoy a burger and beer at Dutch's tonight. See y'all tomorrow. Go
Funky
DLS.
Town.
Go Frogs. Frogs forever. Shout out, Ben. Appreciate
Look at
you,
this.
man.
Coach P.
Hey, what up?
What's going on, Michael?
What's good with you?
What's
Good
up,
to see
Coach?
How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Squad.
Man, come on. Look.
You want a microphone?
Yeah, come get this one. Come get the edge right
You
quick.
sure?
Super Chats
Yeah,
are being
sit there.
delayed.
It's just easier for him to hop right there in the middle.
Super Chats are being delayed. What's up, man?
We got a legend joining us.
What's up, Coach?
How you
I'm
feeling?
excited. How you guys doing?
We're doing great,
Great.
man. Hey,
Man, it's a beautiful night
Ain't
here.
it?
It
I
is.
hear you got the pool right over there, the little, little outdoor ambiance.
How's it feel being back here? You know what happened
Man,
here 2 years
it
ago.
feels
How do you
great.
feel?
It feels great. It was a great experience when we were here a couple years ago. And, I've kind of been replaying that in my mind today. On the plane over and the bus ride. Just, we at the same hotel we were at.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, going over to the stadium and just remembering that day and what that meant for our program and everybody involved. And just knowing that what we accomplished, but also how far we've come along since that day, as a program.
What's been your message this week? What's it going to take for your group, this team, to do something similar to what they did just 2 years ago in the same city?
Just being consistent every day. Every play, going out there, performing what you're supposed to do every time, and not trying to do more than you can do.
Right.
Let the plays come to you. Don't try to create plays that aren't there. And I think if we can do that and just play together as a unit, and maybe if about 11 of us go down on kickoff and take a guy out like Buck did last week. Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
I know y'all saw that
did.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, if we get about 11 to open the kickoff and just take about 11 of them out like that, I think we can set a good. We can lay the groundwork.
Most definitely.
How close is Quentin Gibson to breaking one?
Very close. Very close. He had 2 against Houston that were just.
Yep.
They were very close. And he had one last week that I thought he had a good chance at. I just think he's right there. And we've worked really hard for him because he's really positive with his teammates on the kickoff returns and punt returns. He come up to me today and said, "Coach, I'm gonna get one today. I'm gonna get one tomorrow." So, I'm excited about that. I know he's excited to be back home and in front of his family and friends and where he grew up. And I would just love to see him get one tomorrow.
We all would. We all would.
How's it feel to have the best punter in the country, not just last year, but this year now too?
Oh man, it feels great. What a great kid. you know, he put 2 inside the 5 last week.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he's averaging about 1 inside the 5 every game.
Man.
Yes, he is. He's very, you know, and he I tell you what, he did such a good job last week. He knew what the pressure was on him. You know, we made no bones about it that we could not have an errant punt last week because they would make you pay. I mean, they had already, of course, returned one against us last year, and then, you know, I think this year they had already had at least 3 over 30 yards returned, so they had shown a lot of explosiveness. But he told me, he said, "Coach, listen, I got this." He said they didn't return anything against me last year. It ain't gonna change this year. and you know, he was right. And you know, the thing about it is he doesn't say that being cocky or everything. He's just confident in his process. He's consistent with what he does, and you know, he's got confidence in his ability because he knows he's put into work.
Most definitely. Coach Prime has mentioned multiple times that the specialists are arguably the most consistent group on this team. You know, we've heard from Damon, we've heard obviously from Mata as well, and, you know, Buck's doing his thing as well. How does that just make you feel as obviously the special teams coordinator, your first year in this role for this team, that, you know, your group has been kind of a consistent kind of group for this team, you know?
Well, I tell you what, you know, you're only good as your players, and they're pretty, you know, they're a talented group, but they're an older group too, so they go about their business the right way. And, you know, they just go out there every day for practice. I don't have to hardly tell them what to do. You know, I'll give them little reminders of things I want them to work on that day. And, hey, guys, we need to work on this and that. But they've got their routine down. I love what each one of them does.
Yeah.
We've gone through it together. We know what days we're going to be kicking heavy, what days we're going to back off. And, you know, we do a really good job of getting them ready for the game in terms of leg strength and not having them dead leg by the end of the week and everything. But, man, they are just such a great group to be around. I mean, it's just it has certainly made my job easier.
I got to tell you what, though. Special teams was a consistent theme or a talking point, so to speak, last year of, you know, the fan base
being
and maybe
special
people up there of, just wanting more out of that group.
Right.
There hasn't been no talk of that this year. That group has delivered, and it's a credit to your players, of course, but it's also a credit to you as well.
Well, we appreciate it, but, man, you know, I got Coach Zim and Jake do a great job of helping.
Definitely.
And then we've got some you know, coaches on the staff. You know, all of our coaches that help with special teams do a great job of doing what I ask them to do, and really trying to be proficient in the details of what we're trying to accomplish on that particular unit. You know, and you can't do it without the whole staff making it important. And of course, you know, when your head coach is arguably one of the best special teams players of all time, you know, the pressure's on.
Definitely.
Neely was telling us that kind of when this team went out on the field tonight and went out there, some of the guys who were a part of it the last time were pointing out, oh, that's where Dylan turned the corner and went down. And I'm curious what you can share with the team this week about, like, what made it possible for that team to go out there and pull off that upset the way that they did?
Well, I tell you, you know, I mean, let's just face it. We had a group that was, you know, didn't know each other and everything, but we had a couple of guys that we had elite amount of confidence in. Yeah. And the team had an elite amount of confidence in their ability, and we know who they are. You know, 2-12. And you know, you just could look in their eyes, and you knew they weren't going to let us lose. and we got to have guys that can step up and do that, because, you know, if you look at both teams and just think about how far we've come as a program since then. Yeah. I mean, you know, we just got to go out there and play with the tremendous amount of confidence and consistency, and just doing what we're coached to do, and play with a lot of energy. You know, there's going to be you know, that fan base, they get pretty ruckus in there and everything. You know, and you know, you know, we gotta go in there and just you know, do our thing. And if we do that, and we have the confidence in ourselves and to play like we're capable of playing, I think we're going to have a good result.
Definitely. We can't wait to see it, Coach. We're excited, man.
Real quick before we let you go, you know, it's low light out here. I don't know if we got things lit properly, but the hair, if you guys can't see it at home, the hair
unbeatable.
Come on, what we talking about?
And by the way,
I hope they can
you know,
see
you
it.
talked about Gundy having
Number one.
there's no one to challenge you in the conference anymore.
Hey, well, listen. I want to say this. I do want to say this since I'm in Texas, and I'm gonna hurt some folks' feelings with this. And my man Neely, this has been a theme on mine and Uncle Neely and Coach Hart's show, The Whistle. We have debated many times about do beans belong in chili, okay? and we had chili here in Texas tonight at our meal.
Yeah.
And it had no beans. And let me go and let y'all know, nothing has changed my mind. Beans belong in chili.
Beans, of course, belong in chili.
What I ate tonight was not chili.
There you go, Coach. I was coming to correct you.
I mean, that was not chili.
Meat sauce.
That was like a hyped up marinara with meat in it. Or
That was spicy, sloppy joke.
If your chili don't have beans, it ain't chili.
Listen, they could have. You ever gone to the store and your mama buy the Castleberry's hot dog chili and pour it out? That's what I ate tonight.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I ate. So Texas, I'm sorry. Beans do not belong in chili, and if I wake up in the morning at breakfast and you got sugar in my grits, we gonna fight. I can tell you right now. I need some butter, I need some salt, and I need some pepper, and I might need little eggs in them. But hey, I sure don't need sugar, and I need my beans.
Hell yeah.
There it is, man. You can drop on that.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for having me on.
Coach.
Appreciate it, guys.
Every time.
Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it, guys.
There he is, the fifth co-host of the DNVR pregame show, basically.
And the third domino.
There you go.
And
the third domino.
And the best hair in the Big 12. Don't you ever forget
Best hair in the Big 12.
Speaking of Big 12, speaking of Dallas, speaking of hair, did I tell y'all the Big 12 meeting today? Van Gundy wouldn't speak to me. Gundy didn't speak to me.
Mike Gundy,
yeah.
Well, what you mean?
I mean,
like he went out of his way to not, or what?
Because of our position on Coach Pollock's hair. Stop! I swear to God.
No way.
No,
So the first time I spoke to him, he didn't speak back. I said, okay. He didn't hear me.
Right.
Even though I know in my heart of hearts he heard me. So he heard me.
You give him one. You give him one benefit of the doubt.
The next time, man, we're the only two people in the hallway. We pass each other's shoulders almost touch. And I get right and said, Coach, how you doing? He went,
Oh, come on.
See,
you heard him with that.
If I had to guess reasons why he wouldn't talk to you, your stance on Michael Pollock's hair would not be the one.
I'm telling you, it's the one because they clipped it and it was going around. I'm telling you. I got what you're saying, but I'm telling you.
I'm dead.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to Coach
true
P.
story.
Shout out to Coach Pollock.
Yeah, he cooked.
He always cooks. And then when he cooks chili, he puts beans in it.
Beans belong in chili.
Absolutely.
Facts. Back to Super Chat. Shout out to Ben, though, for real. We'll see you tomorrow. Debbie says, I need a Strike the Match T-shirt with a ton of fire buff emojis. Appreciate you, Debbie.
Strike the match.
Yeah, let's get on that.
Wario Telly, you know you can say some of these Super Chats, man. We appreciate it. It's like the
I've been
third or
seeing
fourth
him,
straight day.
I've been seeing Wario Telly last couple of days. Shout out to
Hey, we
him
appreciate
or
you,
her.
man. Thank you. Chubbs TV. Pat has to call a great game tomorrow. Next one. Chuck says, what's up with Trackhawk and Branch Jr.? Young Bull need a chance. He'd be hitting.
They're hurt.
And his size of plus 22 and 7 at safety could be scary. There you go.
Well, Trackhawk is out.
And so is TJ Branch.
Yep. A lot of people are asking what we are doing for tailgate tomorrow.
We will be at the Buffs Bash eventually.
Pala.
That's all you gotta need to know.
Pala.
All right, I gotta scan through here. What is going on? Real quick.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to scan. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think that's all of them. Squad.
Shout out to Mike P for pulling up, man.
For real.
He rolling.
Shout out chat though. Appreciate y'all for hanging with us.
Shout out to you, Unc. Shout out to you, Jake. Shout out to you, RK.
Legend.
Shout out to you, Alyssa. We'll leave
Guys,
RC
I gotta
over
say.
there.
Hey, you too, brother.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. And I think that was our best pre.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. For sure.
I think that was our best pregame show of the year.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love it, man.
I think
mean,
it was actually pretty easily our best pregame show.
We're
of
in
the year.
Fort Worth.
Yeah.
What else did you
The
expect?
vibes, man.
Yeah.
Like it's, under the moonlight on the patio. Mike P pulls up.
Yeah.
Last one. Shout out to Joe T. Garcia.
Yes, absolutely.
That is
What a guy.
a famous Mexican restaurant around here.
Okay.
Joe T. Garcia's. Unbelievable spot.
Yes.
Food hit.
Vibes.
Vibes hit.
Patio.
What a
Hard.
Scotty fell in love.
So did I.
So did RC.
Facts. What a time.
It was a beautiful time. So
And shout out to the couple that recommended Joe T. Garcia to us in the airport during our hell of a day. All day in the airport yesterday. Just, Buffs fans just wanted to.
Not even Buffs fans.
Yeah, you're right. West Virginia.
Facts.
Facts.
And he just popped over. He's like, "You guys going to Fort Worth? You got to go to Joe T. Garcia's."
I love that. I got a shout out. Shout out to these damn lights on these cell phones.
Facts.
We'd be straight up in the dark. It would look like we were in the witness protection program.
We kind of were.
Last minute super chat for Chuck.
I'm going anonymous the rest of the season.
Oh boy. Last minute super chat. Shout out to Chuck. Chuck, you're lucky. I know your name, so I'm gonna read this for you. But this is pretty crazy.
That boy say you dig.
He says, just for RK and Jake, how about the Chiefs? You dig? Hashtag way back. Hashtag Chiefs. You know what, man? I'm just gonna let it slide this one time.
Hey, Chuck, I see you, gang.
This one time.
That's a good one.
They call him Chuck E. Cheese.
That's a good.
All right, chat. You know the deal, man. Yeah, I thought so.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do
Shout out
in
Debbie, though.
Fort Worth tonight, we're going right from here. Maybe freshen up, head down to second rodeo. Not your first rodeo, it's your second rodeo. And we're going to have a time down there. That is an elite college bar.
And by freshen up, he means just dropping some baby powder in the right places.
Shout out to our former partner, Manscaped. Great
Baby
products.
powder is crazy.
By the way, real quick, on Manscaped, I know no free ads, but they've paid for them in the past. I ordered a delivery from them. Someone stole it off my front porch,
bro.
And I was like, you know what, man? At least
for real though.
The next robbery you do, you're not gonna be chafing.
Love
it. I'm happy for you.
Let me find out you live in the trenches, bro. It's like the
Yeah,
second. It's like it's the story I heard of something going on in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you okay, bro?
That's where the good food is, man.
All right, once again, chat, you know where to find us tomorrow. You know what it is. See you after the game. Let's hope it's as good a post-game show as it was
Strike the
last
match!
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Skull Buffs.
Skull Buffs.
Squad.
We all silly like the mayor.